Burnout can be very easy to fall into, and it can be hard to get out of. It's important to stay productive and motivated so you don't fall into a slump. By following some simple tips, you can avoid burnout and stay productive and motivated. In this video, we will discuss some of the best ways to avoid burnout and keep your productivity levels high. Definition of burnout. Burnout is a psychological and physical condition characterized by exhaustion, feelings of inadequacy, and reduced effectiveness. It is usually caused by prolonged stress, such as meeting unrealistic deadlines or working long hours in a job that does not provide fulfillment or satisfaction. In severe cases, it can lead to depression and other mental health issues. Signs that may indicate that you are headed towards a burnout. Burnout can be hard to identify in yourself, as it usually starts gradually. However, there are some signs you should look out for. Common symptoms of burnout include feeling overwhelmed and overworked, having difficulty concentrating, feeling anxious or irritable, loss of enthusiasm and motivation, feeling exhausted even after restful sleep, physical aches and pains, reduced productivity and creativity, social withdrawal, and avoiding people. These signs may be accompanied by a loss of interest in activities that used to bring pleasure or satisfaction. If left unchecked, burnout can escalate into more serious mental health issues such as depression or anxiety disorders. It is important to recognize the signs of burnout early on so that you can take steps to avoid or manage it. Other potential indicators of burnout include depleted energy levels despite adequate nutrition and restful sleep, an inability to relax or have fun, negative thoughts about yourself or your job, difficulty focusing on tasks, avoidance of responsibilities, procrastination, isolation from friends and family members, irritational fears about the future, poor performance at work, financial stress due to mounting debt, chronic fatigue or exhaustion even after sleeping well, headaches or other physical ailments. If you find yourself experiencing any of these symptoms consistently, it may be time to assess your overall well-being and take action if needed. Strategies for avoiding burnout. Number 1. Setting realistic goals and taking small steps to achieve them instead of trying to do too much at once. Setting realistic goals and taking small steps to achieve them instead of trying to do much at once is an important step to avoid burnout. Setting unrealistic goals may be overwhelming, which will ultimately lead to exhaustion and frustration. Taking small, manageable steps towards your goal will help you stay motivated and productive without feeling overwhelmed. It's also important to reflect on the progress you are making in order to keep yourself energized and motivated. Breaking down a large goal into smaller chunks can help you feel a sense of accomplishment when you complete each task, providing positive reinforcement for future tasks. You should also make sure that the goals you set have a reasonable timeline attached so that they don't become too difficult or too complicated over time. Additionally, it's important to allow yourself enough time for rest between tasks so that you don't become too exhausted from working too hard for too long. Finally, it's important to remember that there will be times when things don't go as planned or progress isn't made as quickly as expected. This is normal and doesn't necessarily mean failure or that you are not capable of reaching your goal. Be patient with yourself and accept that roadblocks may arise along the way. Number 2. Taking regular breaks throughout the day to recharge mentally, physically, and emotionally. Taking regular breaks throughout the day to recharge mentally, physically, and emotionally is essential for avoiding burnout. These breaks can be short as 5-minute stretch or walk, or as long as an hour-long yoga class. Taking time away from work helps clear your mind and reset your energy level so that you can come back to task fresh and motivated. When taking breaks throughout the day, it's important to find activities that bring you joy or help you relax. Doing something enjoyable during these moments of respite has been found to improve mood, focus, and productivity when returning to work. This could include engaging in physical activities such as walking or stretching, reading a book, listening to calming music, writing in a journal, talking with friends or family members on the phone, cooking a healthy meal, exploring nature by going for a hike, playing an instrument, doing art projects such as painting or sculpting, volunteering with a charitable organization, meditating or practicing mindfulness techniques, watching funny videos online, gardening. The list goes on. In addition to take regular breaks during the day, it's important to ensure that you are getting enough sleep at night. Studies have shown that getting between 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night helps improve concentration and prevents burnout by providing your body enough restorative energy needed for the following day. It is also important to practice self-care both daily and weekly by participating in activities that rejuvenate your body and mind, such as attending fitness classes, spending time outdoors in nature, going on weekend getaways with friends or family members, etc. Number 3. Establishing a healthy work-life balance by setting boundaries between work time and personal time. Establishing a healthy work-life balance is essential for avoiding burnout and staying productive. Setting boundaries between work time and personal time can help create a balance between the two, allowing you to separate the activities in your life and give yourself adequate time for both work and leisure. When setting boundaries, it's important to consider how much time you want to dedicate to your job and when you will take breaks or vacation days. You should also decide what tasks are most important for you to complete during working hours, such as prioritizing long-term projects over urgent requests so that you don't become overwhelmed. Creating a flexible schedule can be helpful in finding this balance as it allows you to better manage your workload by setting specific times of day when certain tasks must be completed. It also helps you to make sure that there is some free time available each day so that you don't feel like all of your energy is devoted exclusively to work. Additionally, having a schedule can help prevent procrastination as it gives structure and clarity to the tasks at hand. In order to keep up with this work-life balance, it's important to pay attention to any signs of burnout and exhaustion such as decreased motivation and productivity levels, irritability, fatigue, or difficulty sleeping. If these symptoms occur, it is important to rest more often or take a break from certain activities in order to recharge and avoid further burnout. Balancing rest with productivity can be challenging, but ultimately necessary in order for you to stay motivated throughout your day-to-day activities. Number 4. Connecting with friends and family members who can provide support and encouragement when needed. Connecting with friends and family members who can provide support and encouragement is a great way to prevent burnout. Having people around you who understand your struggles and can offer advice, guidance, or even a listening ear when needed can be invaluable during times of stress. Additionally, having people you trust in your life can help you regain perspective if you start to feel overwhelmed or burnt out will help keep things in check and remind you of the importance of taking care of yourself. Talking to someone who has been through similar experiences can be particularly beneficial as they can provide valuable insight into how they overcame the emotions associated with burnout. This could include seeking out mentors or peers who have gone through periods of burnout themselves and learn how to cope with it effectively. Additionally, engaging in activities such as community service or joining clubs or organizations with shared interests are great ways to meet new people, build relationships, and find positive influences in your life. Being able to access a network of supportive family and friends is also important for helping manage difficult emotions that often come up when one feels burned out. Asking for help from loved ones during these times can decrease feelings of isolation that often accompany burnout and allow for feelings of self-care to be expressed. Allowing yourself moments where you don't have to worry about work responsibilities and instead just enjoy the company of those closest to you can also provide a much-needed source of relief and help restore your motivation levels. Number 5. Seeking out help from professionals if necessary. Seeking out help from professionals is an important step to take should you find yourself struggling with burnout. If the tips mentioned above are not helpful in managing feelings of exhaustion and fatigue, it could be beneficial to reach out to a mental health professional for additional support. Seeing a therapist or counselor can help you explore the causes of burnout and develop new strategies for managing it. Talking to a professional can provide valuable insight into the emotions and behaviors associated with burnout and also serves as an effective outlet for expressing any underlying stress that could be contributing to your current state. Additionally, qualified mental health professionals are able to diagnose and treat any underlying mental health issues that may be manifesting themselves through symptoms of burnout. When looking for help from a professional, It's important to consider what type of expertise would best suit your current needs. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is an evidence based form of therapy that has been found to be effective in treating feelings of depression and anxiety, two common contributors of burnout. Other forms of therapy, such as acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, or even lifestyle changes such as mindfulness meditation, may also prove beneficial in helping manage the symptoms associated with burnout. Burnout can be a very dangerous and damaging condition that should not be taken lightly. It is important to take the necessary steps to prevent it from happening in the first place by utilizing some of the tips mentioned in this video. If you are already experiencing symptoms of burnout, seeking professional help may be the best course of action for you. Talking to someone who understands what you're going through and can offer guidance and support can make all the difference during these difficult times.